using a personalized branding strategy. And today's question is, how do I hand over my marketing without becoming the bottleneck all over again? So this is in conversation with many of my clients who have tried agencies, have tried doing their own marketing in the past when growing either brands, businesses, or personal brands, and they have and end up being the bottleneck because they are the one who cares about the project more than anyone else. And like, yes, you can bring people into your vision, both clients and team members and staff alike, but at the end of the day, you are still paying them like money, you're still paying them resources, and you still have final say over things. And I can understand for a lot of people is they want someone else to take care of it so they don't need to deal with it. For example, that's the analogy I like to bring with a lot of people that I work with is finances. You need to be on top of your finances. Yes, your accountant does the taxi stuff, not taxi, taxes, the taxes stuff. Your bookkeeper is the one that keeps on the day-to-day stuff. If you have a big enough operation or big enough team, having a regular accountant type team to help you with accounts is incredibly helpful. But as the business owner, the one who's making the decisions, who is putting your face out there, who's putting your personal brand out there, you still need to know what's happening day to day in your business, or you risk having it being taken from underneath you, either because you're not paying people on time, or you run out of money, or just the general things of doing. You need to be aware of these things. And that's the same thing with your marketing. Your marketing is putting your message out there. And even if you aren't the one doing the actual work, it is still being put out on your behalf. And if they, if the agency that you've worked with or what have you says something or does something that you do not align with your values, you are still going to be the one that is targeted, not necessarily with hate, but potentially losing clients or losing potential deals or projects because of something that was not entirely your fault. So I think you understand that alignment there when it comes to not just handing over your marketing and hoping for the best. It's like whenever I work with people who are, say, for example, getting an SEO expert to help out with their website. Yes. Do you understand what they're doing? No. Let's just run some basics on what that actually is. So you don't need to be the expert. That's why you're hiring them. But you need to be able to understand where they're coming from so they make the right decisions. And you'll be able to answer the questions that they ask of you. Because as an expert, they can do what they can. But you still need to be the one that makes those ultimate decisions. And the way that you avoid being a bottleneck is by clearly outlining to people what is going on. Like, who are you talking to? Why are you talking to them? Making sure that they've got the tools to do that with, and also basic things that can cover all of that bottlenecking. So when situations like a very list of FAQs, of testimonials or quotes from people that you've worked with or are currently working with, that is a way to kind of remove that bottleneck because you are kind of the one that has to find it to give it to them to let it happen. And when I work with clients, a lot of that feeling can be just of sheer overwhelm of, I don't want to be the bottleneck again. Well, let's put in the work to make sure you're not. And if you are the bottleneck, what does that mean for you to the point where it becomes a problem for you? Because you could easily be the bottleneck again if you do not give the people that you are working with the tools to be able to do the work efficiently. That's coming from both myself, but also from other teams that I end up working with, because I come on as almost an advocate for my client because I am there to help them grow their personal brand. And to do so, they need someone else in their corner. And that is me. So if you ever need any help with that, please do reach out, vcc.training, find out all the details there. See you tomorrow for another See Not Sorry.